honoring the lives of two sisters who came to Arizona and changed education, not only on a local level, but a national level too. Betty and Jean Fairfax touched so many lives, and their legacy lives on today through former students and mentees who say these women were way ahead of their time. If the name Betty Fairfax sounds familiar, you may know the school in Levine named in her honor. What you may not know is the incredible legacy she and her sister Jean left behind, going far beyond school walls. Robin Coulon is the sisters' attorney and personal representative. She makes sure the sisters' home in Central Phoenix is kept up, which includes their massive collection of awards and accolades.
Wow, this is the trophy room. You see they're very accomplished and very proud of all of their accomplishments.
Their journey started in Ohio, where they were born to Dan and Inez Wood Fairfax, both college-educated parents who emphasized the importance of school to their girls. Betty graduated with her bachelor's degree in 1940, at a time when, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, only 2% of black women completed college. They would both go on to earn their master's degrees. And in 1950, Betty was recruited to come teach at the then segregated Carver High School in Phoenix.
That was a launching pad for her to start her path to educational excellence.
5 years later, she was one of the first black teachers at Phoenix Union High School. But it was at Central High where she would spend 37 years as a guidance counselor, showing the way for her students.
I don't think that she ever really thought of herself as a role model. She saw herself as an actor, as a doer, as the person who was going to make certain that the principles that she had been taught, the values that she had, that she passed on to others.
While Betty was in Arizona, Jean was on the East Coast fighting for civil rights and became instrumental in helping integrate schools in the South. She also helped reform the National School Lunch Program that thousands of students still take part in today. And in the 1980s, Jean joined Betty here in Phoenix. ASU professor Dr. Akuye Duku Anoche was one of their mentees. She says together, the sisters were unstoppable.
In 1987, Miss Betty and Miss Jean created a fund. There were 92 students at Bethune Elementary at that time, and they created a fund, and they promised these kids that if they finished high school and if they went to college, they would give them $1,000 a year for their tuition.
Throughout their time in Arizona, they created endowments worth roughly $1 million. They also created the Betty H. and Jean E. Fairfax Fund for Educational Equity. Betty died in 2010 and Jean in 2019. They never married or had biological children, but people like Robin and Professor Anoche know those who knew the sisters were part of the family Betty and Jean created out of their love for education and mentoring. Now, earlier this year, Congressman Greg Stanton introduced Miss Betty Fairfax into the congressional record. And should anybody want to contribute to their fund that's still going at Arizona Community Foundation, they can search Jean E. and Betty H. Fairfax Memorial Fund to do so. Now, there was so much life these sisters lived that could fill several books. I was just telling, everybody here about more that I was able to find out. What we were able to show you here, really just a snippet of everything that they accomplished. So I highly encourage you all to dive deeper into their stories. You're going to be moved by what you learn, and especially seeing that big impact that they had.